how to manage COVID-19, and after controlling COVID, how we are going to live well. See, if we take 100 positive cases of COVID virus infected patients, 80% of them will be asymptomatic. Only 15% will go for mild pneumonia and another 5% goes for severe pneumonia. This mild asymptomatic, what is asymptomatic COVID? Asymptomatic COVID is there is no fever, no sore throat, no cough. That is asymptomatic. This is 80% of the infected COVID patients. Another 15, out of which 10 will have mild pneumonia. That is mild pneumonia and symptoms: cough, sore throat, fever, running nose, and if these patients are, this 10% of these symptomatic patients, X-ray is taken, X-ray or CT scan reveals mild white patches or ground glass appearance in the CT scan, immediately admit these patients, because this patient, if we give timely administration of hydrocortisone, that is methylprednisolone, we can save this patient going for severe form of pneumonia. That is, if this patient's severe form of pneumonia is a string cough, suffocation, breathing difficulty. This is only 5% of the patients. These patients, they go for ventilatory support and high pressure oxygen therapy. Now, this ventilator will do more harm than good, because this COVID virus mainly affects the alveolar capillary membranes. Once this capillary membrane is damaged, there won't be any oxygen diffusion. So only high pressure oxygen therapy is fine, because the ventilator will damage the already damaged alveolar membrane. I am more concerned about the asymptomatic 80% of the patients who suddenly dies. 80% of the asymptomatic patients, they have no treatment. They are suddenly dying. Why this is happening? Because this, even though these patients are asymptomatic, when they cough, when they laugh, when they walk, they will not get adequate oxygen. You might have witnessed in Wuhan, China, COVID-infected patients just walking on the street and dying. This is because of the subclinical hypoxia. This subclinical hypoxia patients will be moving around, but they will be suddenly die and fall. This is because of, even though they are asymptomatic, these patients will have mild tachycardia. That is because of this grade 1 myocarditis and mild tachypnea. This is the reason these patients will be suddenly dying, because already it is the oxygen saturation, these patients will be 95 or 96. This is the cause for the sudden death in asymptomatic patients. Can we do something to prevent this sudden death? As far as medicine is concerned, we don't have any medicine. Can our breathing exercise helps? Definitely, I believe it will help a lot. Because mindful breathing, pranayama, or reciting Om, it will increase the oxygenation of the alveoli, and oxygen perfusion is increased. So mindful breathing, this tachycardia also decreases. Because we all know there is a normal sinus arrhythmia. In medicine there is a condition called sinus arrhythmia. This is when the patient inhale, the heart rate will be increasing. When the patient exhale, the heart rate will be decreasing. This is an inbuilt mechanism by God to give some rest to the heart. This is called the sinus arrhythmia. So, by mindful deep breathing, our body has sympathetic and parasympathetic system. We are always in the sympathetic mode. We are always tense, anxiety. So, we have to, this mindful breathing will reduce the heart rate. It is pakka scientific because pranayama, deep mindful breathing, where you inhale, the diaphragm descends, and where the two great vessels, aorta leaves the diaphragm and inferior vena cava enter through the diaphragm to the right atrium. By the descending of the diaphragm during inhalation, the afterload is reduced because of the peripheral resistance is reduced, and the descent of the diaphragm, venous return through the inferior vena cava is reduced. So preload is reduced. So this afterload, preload or peripheral resistance is reduced. This increases the cardiac output. This is very useful. Then by this deep breathing, this vagal tone is also increased. We are moving from by mindful deep breathing, we are moving from the sympathetic mode to the parasympathetic mode. Parasympathetic mode is a good friend, but unfortunately we are all very weak breathers. We are mindless breathers. We never breathe mindfully. If you take the child, the abdominothoracic respiration, the abdomen, the diaphragm moves and the abdomen bulges. But when we grow up, we will be tensed, anxious, and the respiratory rate always increases. We don't get sufficient oxygenation of the bronchopulmonary segment and alveolar diffusion. So mindful breathing, it is fantastic. Not only that, we will be shifting our sympathetic mode, that is anxiety, tension, to the parasympathetic mode. The parasympathetic mode is peace, serenity and tranquility. So that is the reason this pranayama, mindful breathing, reciting Om, these are the three things definitely helps this 80% of the asymptomatic COVID patients going for sudden death. You just recite Om. See, I will just demonstrate. See, close your eyes, focus your mind in the respiration, inhalation. See? See, this Om give rest to the heart rate increases. This is a deep exhalation. This deep exhalation, the heart rate comes. Since this is the COVID-19 asymptomatic patients, this deep breathing definitely increases this alveolar capillary perfusion and sudden death can be prevented. That is the management of COVID-19 asymptomatic patients. Now, I am shifting to how we are going to live after this post-controlling this COVID-19. See, definitely we may have reduced the incidence of COVID infected patients by this social distance and by locking down the country. But definitely, I don't think we will be completely eradicate the virus, because now the trend is, now we have to learn to live with the virus. In the evolution, we are not actually, the virus is not living in our world. It is, we are living in their world. Evolution, the virus, bacteria and the one cell organs, everything, the world, and we are the final creatures of the evolution. So we have to learn to live with the virus. For that, we have to increase our immunity. We have to increase our mental fitness, our physical fitness, our lung fitness. We are polluting the environment. We are not only polluting the environment, we are polluting our mind is also polluted. See, digital pollution. How the digital pollution happens? So misinformation, fact news, sensations, all this is make our mind polluted. See, our mind is, so we have to practice environmental hygiene, mental hygiene, digital hygiene. Mind hygiene is, we have to get rid of anger, greed, jealous, revenge, retaliation, hatred. Now you take the social media, hatred is very much promoted by the social media, mindless promotion of the hatred. Vedic science says, Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. That is, Kama is unchecked desire, Krodha is anger, Lobha is greed, Mada, arrogance. Then it's Patanjali Yoga that emphasize Avidya, Asmita, Raga and Dvesha. Avidya is ignorance, Raga is attachment, Dvesha is hatred. All these things we have to get it from the mind so that we can have a better mind health. We are not concerned, we don't have the civic sense. We are just polluting the environment. In the English proverb, there is a say that the road or the street common to all will be swept by none. We keep our houses, our environment, our territory clean, but we are not concerned about the street or the nation or anything. It is actually, once it was said, socialization prolongs life and social isolation kills a person. Now you know, too much of overdose of socialization and party going, mall culture, arrogance, ego, mindless living, all this is responsible for this very bad COVID pandemic. It made God is interested, God, to take care of the nature. Man being the most evolved component of the universe, he is entrusted with the responsibility of protecting and promoting the natural principles of the universe by the Creator. We have violated the nature. See, we are the guardians, we have to protect the nature, because man being the most evolved component of the universe, we are the most evolved component of the universe. We have to protect the nature. But what we are doing, we are just not concerned, we are highly selfish and self-centered. We are not at all empathetic. We are not bothered about the pain of others. We are highly self-centered. We are just slaughtering the animals mindlessly for our own purpose. That is the reason the nature has taken. Nature never need our help. It will know it's how to adjust and readjust and in the universe. That's the reason Corona has appeared in this world. In the for the past 1,000 years, the world is totally, the equilibrium of the world is disturbed by the nature, by this COVID-19 virus. See, that is why Adi Shankara said, when man erode nature with ahankar, pralayam happens. That is dissolution. See, nature is always in dormant stage. Nature has three characters: Sattvic, Rajas and Tamas. Sattvic is peace, serenity, tranquility. Rajas is dynamic. Tamas is inertia, inhibition. All these three will be in equilibrium. This, just like our man, we have our parasympathetic and sympathetic system, parasympathetic, sympathetic and vagal system. All the three systems are represented in the nature as Sattvic, Rajas and Tamas. We have the parasympathetic, sympathetic and the vagal system. These three, we can mindfully, these three systems can be manipulated. So, self-regulation, we can self-regulate our neuroendocrine system from the mind for resilience. So that is the science of mastering greatest challenges in life. But unfortunately, we are egoistic. We have just forgotten about the human character. There is lot of difference between human being and being human. Being human is practicing compassion, consideration for the fellow human being. We erode the nature with ahankar and dissolution happens. Man being the well-evolved component, Manitha Pravi என்பது மிகவும் மகாத்மியமானது. It is மிகவும் மகாத்மியமானது. That is why Vivekananda said, every soul has a divine potential. Our purpose of life in this world is to exhibit this divine potential. Religion, education, science, through these things we are evolved to exhibit the divine character. We have to attain the Godhood which is inbuilt with us. But we are just bothered about ourselves. The empathy is totally lost. How to live this post-COVID-19? How to live well? See, living healthy is healthy eating, constant yoga, get rid of ahankar. What is this constant yoga? Most of the yogis, yoga teachers, there is nothing like half an hour pranayama and asana, 1 hour asana, and forgetting everything, and you are practicing this asana and pranayama, not exhibiting the human qualities, that is compassion, concern and consideration for the fellow human being. Entire purpose of this pranayama, asana, everything is spoiled. So that is constant yoga is respond, don't react. As far as possible, you have to balance your neuroendocrine system, your parasympathetic, sympathetic system in balance. But unfortunately, we are always sympathetic people. We are always in the adrenaline drive, fight. We have to revenge, retaliation, anxiety, always self-centered. We are never bothered about anything. Empathy is the prime quality of man being differentiated from the animals. See, we should not have just this religious maturity. We should have the spiritual maturity. What is this spiritual maturity? He who see the self in all beings, and all beings in the self is spiritual maturity. That is simply, we have an Atma, soul. I am being the Christian, my soul, and the another Hindu person's soul, the Muslim person's soul, Sikh person's soul, that is, soul is Atma. All the same. All the souls are the same. Soul has three ingredients. Jiva, that is our individual consciousness, Jagat, the universal consciousness, and the animal soul, the plant soul. Every soul has a soul or Atma. This Atma has three ingredients. Jiva, individual consciousness, and Jagat, universal consciousness, and Ishvara, that is supreme consciousness. This individual consciousness, supreme consciousness, and Jagat, universal consciousness, these three consciousnesses is prevalent in all living creatures in this world. So we have to respect the feelings of everyone. There is no such a thing akin to Christian, Muslim, Dalit or animal. Every soul is one Atma. All souls are one. So he who see the self in all beings and all beings in the self, then he can live peaceful coexistence is possible. We will be living tuned with the nature. There is no conflict at all. See, to put it simply, if you practice our Mahatma Gandhi said, if you avoid 7 social evils, you will be a better person. What is these 7 social evils? Politics without principle, work, wealth without work, pleasure without consciousness, worship without sacrifice, commerce without morality, and sympathy without empathy, science without humanism. All these things are useless. So COVID is a necessary evil or necessary one from the nature. It made us to become more humble, because we are just egomaniac. We were going disproportionate to our, we never shown our human qualities. So COVID-19 is a course correction of the highly polluted and highly wealth-oriented nation. COVID is a necessary course correction. All the countries are investing their entire amount for defense and all. It is the nice time we are to share our wealth equally to all, so that we will be all, we can remove this caste, creed, religion. We can create a balance of the unequal distribution of wealth. See, what I mean unequal distribution of wealth is, whatever possible from our side, we have to help whoever is in the weaker section of the society. We have to help. That's why Gandhiji said, world is everything sufficient for a man's need, but not his greed. To put it in a nutshell, we are how to live in this world in the future is eat lightly, breathe deeply, live moderately, cultivate cheerfulness, and show interest in life. I will conclude by telling, see, Vedanta. This Vedanta is not a book of knowledge of life. It is not meant for any religion. It says, 4,000 years ago, who said nobody knows? Samichagari Datta Samada Satyaprabha Syaman Aptoba Sevi Bhavet Arogyam. That is positive health. See, positive health is not absence of sugar or diabetes or cholesterol. Positive health, according to Veda, is Samichagari Datta Samada Satyaprabha Syaman Aptoba Sevi Bhavet Arogyam. The meaning is, whoever lived ethical life, treat each and every one like their kith and kin, do hard work, practice compassion, that is Bhavet Arogya. Thank you.